Over the past week, the President of the United States has posted on Truth Social 55 times in a 3-hour window beginning at 10:14 on a Monday night. He has posted 28 times in 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon with executive time listed as his official White House schedule. He has posted AI-generated images of himself floating in the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool in swim trunks. He has posted an image of himself on a $100 bill with the words, "God bless Donald Trump," printed where Benjamin Franklin's face should be. He has posted images of himself in a Space Force command center firing lasers at targets from orbit. He has posted an image of himself escorting a muscular silver alien in handcuffs across a military base with no caption or explanation. He has posted memes showing Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Nancy Pelosi submerged neck-deep in dirty water in the reflecting pool with the caption, "Democrats love sewage." He has posted an AI image of himself dramatically pointing from the bow of a warship as lightning cracked overhead. He has posted content claiming Trump gets younger and Trump ages in reverse, alongside images in which his skin appears digitally smoothed and his face made to look decades younger than it does in reality. This is the President of the United States. He is 79 years old. He is in the middle of an active war in Iran that has now entered its 12th week. Gas prices are at $4.53 per gallon. Inflation is at 3.8%. His approval rating is at a career low. His Senate caucus is resisting his top legislative priority. He just returned from a China summit that he described as historic and that the markets responded to by selling off, and the documented record of how he is spending his nights and weekends is AI-generated images of himself as a Space Force commander and a younger version of himself standing beside Xi Jinping. Here is the full account of what the posting sprees of the past 2 weeks reveal, what they contain, and why they matter beyond the spectacle. Start with the night of May 11th, going into the early morning of May 12th, because it is the most extensively documented episode, and it happened at a specific and consequential moment. Trump was hours away from departing for Beijing for the most important international summit of his second term. The China trip was supposed to demonstrate American strength, strategic coherence, and presidential command, and in the hours before boarding Air Force One for a state visit to the most consequential bilateral relationship in the world, the president was on his phone, posting 55 times in 3 hours beginning at 10 at night. Snopes documented every post with timestamps. The first was at 10:14 in the evening, the last came at 1:12 in the morning. The content covered a remarkable amount of ground in those 3 hours. Trump posted videos from Devin Nunes, the former congressman, claiming that Trump's transition team had been surveilled by United States intelligence. He reposted content claiming Obama worked with the CIA to engineer the Russian hoax and overthrow Trump. He shared a post calling for Obama to be arrested for treason. He shared content from Tulsi Gabbard, baselessly claiming that Obama and Hillary Clinton made decisions for the Biden administration. He shared a post baselessly alleging that Obama had commissioned the intelligence community to falsify intelligence. He shared a conspiracy page containing the claim that Clinton had used her private email server to sell top-secret information to foreign entities, that Obama ordered a cover-up, and that 9 of 13 New York City police officers who tried to expose the truth committed suicide or died under suspicious circumstances. The page also included the claim that Obama had a birth certificate scandal, proving he was never eligible to be president. CNN fact-checked the content of that night's posting and found, as it has found every time it has undertaken this exercise, that the claims Trump was amplifying and sharing were not true. The Kennedy quote about Obama and the $120 million was fabricated. No senator named Kennedy said any such thing. The conspiracy claims about Clinton selling classified information are debunked. The claims about Obama's birth certificate are debunked. The claims about police officers dying to expose truth are fabricated. CNN's conclusion, stated plainly, was that Trump's posts were littered with debunked conspiracy theories and other wildly inaccurate claims. The AI-generated images that accompanied this textual content deserve their own examination because they reveal something specific about what Trump is communicating to his own base and perhaps to himself through these posting sessions. On May 2, one of his late-night posts featured a swim trunks-clad Trump floating on a gold inflatable chair in the reflecting pool with J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, and other administration figures around him, the water rendered in the deep blue color of his renovation project. On May 11 and 12, in the same posting session where he was amplifying content calling for Obama's arrest, he shared the image of himself on a $100 bill. He shared images related to the Iran war. He shared AI-generated content that the Daily Beast tracking of his sleep patterns found fits a pattern of posting occurring primarily between 9 at night and 6 in the morning across most of April and May. The Daily Beast's analysis, published this week, found that throughout April there were only 5 days when Trump could have gotten a full night's sleep based on the timestamps of his posts, 5 days in a month. For comparison, the Walter Reed Military Medical Team recommends adults of all ages get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night for cognitive function, immune health, cardiovascular health, and basic safety of judgment. The President of the United States is demonstrating, through the public timestamps of his own social media posts, a pattern of nighttime activity that is inconsistent with adequate sleep. This has begun to intersect with a separate set of observations about Trump's physical presentation that have been circulating in both political journalism and mainstream health reporting. During the Beijing trip, social media users and journalists noted that Trump's swim trunks appeared significantly swollen in multiple photographs. Swollen ankles can have a range of causes, ranging from relatively benign, such as prolonged sitting during a long flight, to more serious, including conditions affecting the heart, kidneys, or lymphatic system. At the formal state dinner with Xi Jinping, video footage that circulated widely appeared to show Trump falling asleep at the table, though the White House denied this characterization. Trump was photographed at what appeared to be an Oval Office event on maternity care, during which observers noted he appeared to have his eyes closed for an extended period. During a Fox News interview with Bret Baier, Trump twice lost his train of thought in ways that produced visible pauses while he collected himself. The White House has scheduled Trump's 4th physical examination at Walter Reed Military Medical Center for May 26th. The scheduling itself is notable. Presidents traditionally receive an annual physical. Trump has now been scheduled for 4 physicals in roughly 16 months since taking office in January 2025. The White House has not offered a specific explanation for the increased frequency. The president's physician has not issued any statement about the scheduling or its purpose. Speculation has circulated widely about the reasons, but it remains speculation, and this script will not amplify medical claims that are not supported by the public record. What is part of the public record is the posting behavior, the sleep pattern documented through timestamp analysis, the swollen ankles photographed and described by multiple news organizations, and the scheduled frequency of medical examinations. What the posting sprees also reveal, beyond the physical dimensions, is the specific psychological content of Trump's self-presentation during a period of significant political stress. The posts of the past 2 weeks are not primarily about policy. They are about the image of Trump himself. Trump gets younger. Trump ages in reverse. Trump with a digitally smoothed face. Trump on a $100 bill. Trump firing Space Force lasers from orbit. Trump dramatically pointing from a warship bow. Trump escorting an alien across a military base. These are not the posts of a president communicating a governing vision. They are the posts of a man who needs his audience to see him as powerful, young, physically dominant, and in control. The timing is significant. These posting sessions are occurring while his approval rating is at its lowest point. They are occurring while his economic approval is at 30%. They are occurring while gas is above $4.50 and inflation is at 3.8%, and the Senate is resisting his top legislative priority, and 4 Republican senators blocked his top voting bill. They are occurring while the markets sold off the day he returned from a summit he described as historic. They are occurring while his Senate loyalists are watching his retribution campaign eliminate Bill Cassidy from Louisiana while simultaneously worrying about what it means for their own states if they cross him. The digital self-aggrandizement in the posting sessions maps directly onto the specific areas where the real-world record is most challenging. On May 2nd, Trump posted at 11:03 at night an AI image of himself floating in the reflecting pool and captioned it by announcing the pool was almost done and would be the most beautiful reflecting pool ever made. The actual pool renovation had bubbles and holes documented in Interior Department records and was behind schedule. He posted himself in swim trunks, floating in an AI rendering of a perfect pool the same week the government's own documents described quality problems in the real one. On May 18th, after returning from a China summit that he called magnificent and historic, and that the markets responded to by selling off, he posted an image of himself standing next to Xi Jinping with his skin digitally smooth to look significantly younger. He posted Trump gets younger. He posted Trump ages in reverse. He posted himself as a Space Force commander orbiting the Earth, firing weapons. He then posted attacks on Thomas Massie, J.B. Pritzker, Brandon Johnson, Hakeem Jeffries, Barack Obama, and Gavin Newsom. The posts from May 18th included the AI-generated alien handcuff image, which was posted without any caption at all, no explanation, no context, no words, just the President of the United States and Secret Service agents escorting a muscular silver extraterrestrial across a military base, posted to his official account and seen by millions of followers. Reporters asked the White House what the posts meant. No explanation was provided. There is a framing used by some Trump observers that his social media presence is calculated, deliberate, and strategic, that every outrageous post is designed to produce a specific effect, to distract from bad news, to flood the zone, to give his supporters something to share, to keep adversaries off balance. That framing has been applied seriously and is worth considering. Distraction and zone flooding are real political tactics. Trump has used them before, but the specific pattern documented over the past 2 weeks, the timestamps demonstrating posting between 10 at night and 6 in the morning, the AI images of himself made younger and more powerful, the alien handcuff image posted without words, the recycled conspiracy claims about Obama that have been debunked for years, the out-of-date Iran war chart that shows the war as 6 weeks long when it is now 12. Posted again as if the correction did not exist. This does not look like a precision communication strategy. It looks like something else. It looks like a man who finds the documented reality of his situation sufficiently uncomfortable that he spends his nights producing an alternate version of it and distributing it to people who will affirm it. The alternate version has him floating in a perfect blue pool, firing lasers from space, younger every day, a $100 bill with his face on it, an alien in handcuffs at his feet, the man in charge, victorious, strong, and getting younger. The real version has a 30% economic approval rating, a market sell-off the day he got home, an active war in its 12th week, a coalition that is fracturing, a Senate that is resisting, and an appointment at Walter Reed on May 26th for his 4th physical in 16 months. Both versions are posted on Truth Social. Only one of them is real. The American people can see both, side by side, and decide which one to believe.